Mahendra welcomes you all in our video Digi Page of reasoning subject. We have already discussed the number of topics in our video Digi Pages of reasoning subject, but this time we have chosen a different kind of question from sitting arrangement. So before discussing this topic, I would love to mention one thing that you have earlier seen sitting arrangement with circle. In circular format, you have seen the question and people are facing center as well as outer with profession or different things. But in linear setting, most of the time in examination, they used to ask question in which people faces in one direction. Like if there is a single row, 8% are sitting, then all of them are facing towards north direction or south direction or east or west. But this time, in this question, it is little bit different from that one. Single row sitting means people are sitting in a single row, and it is not necessary that all of them are facing in same direction. Means what? Some of them are facing in north, some of them are facing south. So for that, I'm just going to discuss the approach for such kind of question. So let's start with that one. Let's take the question first. If you're getting any question of sitting arrangement, this kind of sitting arrangement or puzzle or anything, what do you have to do? Firstly, you have to read out the question very carefully, at least one or two times. After reading the question, you have to decide from which particular statement we have to start to draw the question. So let's take that. Read the question. Firstly, what do you have to mention? S, T, U, V, W, X, Y and Z are sitting in a straight line. Means you have to count how many persons are sitting in that straight line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 8 persons are sitting in a straight line, in a single row. Okay, so let's take another statement. They are sitting in a straight line equidistant from each other but not necessarily in same order. They cannot be in same order as it is given as T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, so we have to start with the statement which have definite things. Like what? Firstly, read the statement. What they are saying? Some of them are facing south while some are facing towards north. It means it is not one direction. Here people are, some of them are facing towards north, some of them are south. So it is going to be a little bit more crucial than normal setting. Next one, S faces north direction. Okay, it is clear. It means what? For very first statement clears that the person whose S he is facing towards north direction. Read out the next one. Only two people sit to the right of S. Next says T sit third to the left of S. Only one person sits between T and X. X sit to the immediate right of W. Only one person sits between W and Z. Both the immediate neighbors of T faces the same direction. U sit third to the left of X. Next one says T faces the opposite direction as S. Y does not sit at any extreme end of the line. V faces the same direction as W. Both Y and U faces the opposite direction of Z. So what? You have read the question. So next point is choose the particular statement with which you have to start to draw the sitting. Okay. So I have chosen this very first statement. If you will say why you are choosing this very first statement, S faces the north direction, because the direction facing of this particular element which is S, it is clear that he is facing towards north direction. So firstly we have to draw that one. One more thing, generally candidates what they do whenever they are getting the question of linear setting, what they do, they draw, like here's 8%, then what they do, they draw 8 lines at same time. Remember, don't draw 8 lines, that particular lines or places at a time. According to the progression of your question, you can draw the lines. So firstly what? S faces the north direction. So anywhere I can put S like here. If I choose an S here and he is facing towards where? North direction. I've drawn the direction of that person. One more thing. North. If people are facing north, then right will go this side and left will go this side. If they are facing south, then right will go this side and left will go this side. Okay, so keep in mind this point. So read out the next statement. Only two people sit to the right of S. I mean what? It is saying towards the right of S only 2 persons are sitting. Total persons are 8. So check it. 1 and 2. It means you can draw only 2 persons towards the right of S. It means what? Rest people Rest 5% are there. It means they are sitting towards the left S. So then draw 5 lines towards left of that, 2, 3, 4, and lastly we are drawing 5th line. Okay, so now here it is 8 place. Let's take another statement which is given. It is saying that T sits third to the left of S. T sits third to the left of S. Now we know the direction of S. Where S is facing, he is facing towards north direction. It means we can decide the left of S. So left of S is what? If they are facing north, left will be this side. 1, 2, 3. It means what? It is saying T sit third to the left of S. You can see the statement. T sit third to the left of S. 1, 2, and 3. It means T is going to be here. That's clear. Let's take another statement. Next says only one person sits between T and X. Between T and X there are only one person. Okay. So check it. In this case, T is here and one gap X can be this side or this side. So if you're getting any time, meanwhile you're solving the question and you're getting two possibilities, so it's better to draw another possibility same time, because once you'll finish the question with one possibility, like if you have drawn X here on this side and you continue the question, lastly you will find that you got a wrong setting. So what you will do? You will cancel it out and again you will start with very first statement. So you'll waste the time. So better to draw simultaneously, to draw another line, another possibility with that one, and fix sentences. You can draw here as it is here. S you can draw here, he is facing north. T you can draw here. T, we don't know T is facing in which direction. So read out next line. Only one person sits between T and X. It is given between T and X only one person are sitting. So once you can take T here, so X you can take here. Another possibility of X is being this side. It means you can put X here. Okay, so you have chosen two possibility and you are going through all these two possibility simultaneously. Read out the next statement. It says that X sits to the immediate right of W. X sits immediate right of W. What it means? Means X and W are together, sitting together. It means W is definitely going to be next to X. Here also W is going to be here. Now we will check. According to the statement, it is saying X sits immediate right of W. It will decide the facing of W. So immediate right of W, if X is this side and you are facing this side, north, then X will be right. It means that in this case, W is facing towards north direction. If W is facing towards north, then X will be towards right of W. In this case, if W is facing north, this direction, then X will be towards left of W. So that what we have to do, draw. It means W is facing towards south direction. So if W is facing towards south, then this side will be right. It means X is towards right of W. Now read out the next statement given. Okay. Here it is saying only one person sits between W and Z. What is saying? Between W and Z, only one person is sitting. Okay. Only one person is sitting between W and Z. So if W is here, one gap, Z, here it is possible in this possibility. W, one gap, Z you cannot put here because already S occupies that place. So it means that in this case you have to put Z here only. But in this case, what it is saying? Only one person sits between W and Z. So W is already here. Z you cannot put this side because there is not any person. So this side you have to put one gap. Here will be Z. Right? So read out the next slide. Both the immediate neighbor of T faces the same direction. Both the immediate neighbor of T. Immediate is what? One is W, other is Z in this possibility. So one is W and he is facing towards north direction. It means that other neighbor of T is facing towards north direction. Okay, so we'll draw here like this. In this case, if T is here, one neighbor of T is W and other neighbor is Z. And if one neighbor of T, which is W, is facing towards south direction, it means that Z is also going to be face towards south direction. Now read out the next statement. It is saying U sits to the third left of X. What it is saying? U sit third to the left of X. Okay. So firstly, choose the X. X is it. We know the X. U the left. So X here you can see. Sorry, here it is. U third to the left of X. It means what? X is here. Third left means how many gap? Two people gap. Okay. So two gap. Here it is occupied by Z. But in this two gap, you can put here. Okay. Now we'll decide the facing of X through this statement. It is saying U sit third to the left of X. It means what? If U will be towards south. So it means X is facing towards south. So that if X is facing towards south, so left will be this side. It means U is left of that one. So here. Now check out the second possibility we have drawn. X is here and it is saying gap of 2%. Towards this side of X, nobody can be there. So towards this side, two gap here. This place is occupied by Z. It means we cannot put U here. It means this one is what? Become. Getting? So if suppose that we have not started with two possibility, so there's maybe if you're going with this possibility and lastly you found that this one is not working, so you'll waste the time. You'll start again with draw both the statements. Now read out the next statement. What it is saying? T faces the opposite direction as S. Means what? T is facing opposite direction as S. So here we can see that S is facing towards north. It means T is facing reverse of that south. South direction T is facing. Next one. It says Y does not. Here you can see. Lastly, Y does not sit at any extreme end of the line. So there is 1, 2. 1 is already occupied by U. This one. Definitely it is going to be here only. Okay, so read out the next one. Next says V faces the same direction as W. V faces the same direction as. Here we can see that W is facing where? Not. Now choose the V position because only V is left. Definitely V is going to be here. And it is saying that V faces the same direction as W. It means what? W is facing towards north. It means V is also facing towards north. Next one saying both Y and U faces the opposite direction of Y and U are facing opposite. It means that the direction of Z, like if Z is facing towards north, Y and U both are facing towards south. Opposite of Z. Okay. Here we can check. Z is facing towards north. It means that opposite Y and U will face. It means Y and U are facing towards. On the diagram of this one, so we can check next question. Very first question given. It is saying before checking the question, one thing I'll say to check what is the given arrangement are facing north. One question. Another question says 4 of the following are alike in certain ways and so from a group. Which of the following does not belong to the group? Okay. Why I'm saying to solve this question firstly? Because if you solve this question, it is saying that 4 of them are making a group. They are like, and one of them is not belong to that group. This question always helps to find the right diagram of setting arrangement or puzzle or wrong one. So firstly, better to solve this one because this one will verify whether you have drawn right diagram or not. So check it. Firstly, X and S. Next, both are together. Next one says third option is Y and S. Y and S, they are together. Next one T and Z. T and Z together, and U and Y, they are together. So we'll check another thing because it is north and south. So we'll check maybe them are facing north or south or same direction. So check it. X is one is facing north, one is facing south. WX, other option, WX, one facing north, one facing south. YS, Y and S, one is facing north, one is facing south. TZ, T and Z, one facing north, one facing south. And last one, U and Y facing same direction. Okay, so which one is odd? This one, fifth one is odd. Odd is this fifth one. Why I said that check very first, because if you check this question, getting more than one option correct. Possibility if you have wrong diagram, I will get no option right, or you will get 2 or 3 options. Okay, so you can easily identify whether you have drawn right diagram of your setting or wrong diagram. Okay, so let's take first question. How many percent alignment are facing towards north? We can check it. 1, 2, 3 and 4% are. It means that fifth option is going to be your answer. More than 5, more than 3. Okay, next question. Our question says, what is the position of X with respect to Z? What is the position of X with Z? It means that we have to highlight Z. X is which direction? Z is facing towards north and X is toward this side. It means that first thing, and how many? 1, 2 and third. Third to the right. It means our answer is going to be third option, which says third to the left. Sorry, it says third to the left, and second one is third to the right. It means our answer is going to be second option. Let's take another question. Question number 4. Who among the following sits exactly between Z and W? Okay, check it. Z and W is given. Here it is T. We can see that T is exactly mid of them. It means our answer option, that is T. Now check another one. Last question, what it says. What is the position of S with respect to T? You can check it. S is here and T is here. It is saying with respect to T, it means that we have to highlight T and now facing south. So if it is facing south direction, it means that S is towards left side. So S is towards left side. How many left? 1, 2 and 3. Third to the left. So answer is going to be third option, which says third to the left. That you got how to approach question of settlement if it is given with different kind of options. Okay, different kind of setting. Like if people are sitting in one direction, then it is easy. If they are sitting in other direction, all of them facing in the same direction, then it is easy. But if they are facing into different direction, circular setting or it is row setting, it is going to be a little bit tricky for you. Okay, so for further type of questions for you, so better to subscribe. Subscribing, you will be getting notifications. You will update latest video. Okay, thanking you all for watching this video. Thank you.